Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is fantastic, and maybe you could also let me know where you are watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is another Kimbi day. The Gen Zs are planning to occupy CBD. And from what I witnessed yesterday, these gentlemen are going to occupy CBD. I don't know how William Ruto and Kenya Kwanza will be reacting to them as far as police brutality is concerned. But clearly, if yesterday they turned up for that candlelit like that, nothing is going to stop the Gen Zs from storming or from occupying CBD. But something is also giving Kenya Kwanza and William Ruto in particular serious political headache. The entry of Miguna Miguna into the Gen Zs protest. Yesterday, the Gen Zs hosted Miguna Miguna for close to 3 hours on their Twitter space.
Let me start by saying, do not buy fear. That's what they want. The first thing that you do, forget about fear. Do not think about their abductions or whatever, and tell them you're not scared of them. That disarms them completely. Ruto now is exposed and is terrified. That is why he had his tweet. That's why he had a hastily convened media briefing at State House. This is somebody I know. He's been scared of me since University of Nairobi. So I know, as a person, he's scared of me naturally. And he knows I don't scare him. I'm not scared of him. Ruto is empty. He has no ideology. He has no philosophy of life. He has no morals. He's a psychopath. He must be removed. We have to keep saying that. We donated power to him, and we have withdrawn it. And he has to vacate the space. That space belongs to us. State House is a public space. It does not belong to William Ruto. Number two.
And the way Miguna Miguna was received confirms that the Gen Zs have actually embraced him. Why is that important? It's important because the Gen Zs have always tried so hard to resist any temptation of associating themselves with a politician. But for Miguna Miguna, they embraced him. And Miguna Miguna entry is really going to hurt William Ruto in so many ways. Number one, Miguna Miguna has been one of the key people who are supporting William Ruto's presidency. Number two, Miguna Miguna came back into the country after being facilitated by William Samoei Arap Ruto. And William Ruto expected Miguna Miguna to support him. And the fact that Miguna Miguna is now clearly not going to support him and is making it very clear, that's worrying them. And lastly, Miguna Miguna came into the country to liberate the Luos. So are we now seeing Miguna Miguna as the person who is going to liberate the entire country? In this video, I want to explain to you guys why the entry of Miguna Miguna into this protest is giving William Ruto and Kenya Kwanza serious political headache. But before you do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to go straight to the point. But before you do that, kindly allow me to take this opportunity to thank the following people. You are seeing their names on the screen there for the coffee which they sent to me earlier today. You can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen. It goes a long way in supporting this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think the entry of Miguna Miguna into this Gen Z's protest is giving William Ruto and Kenya Kwanza serious political headache? Number one, Miguna Miguna is revolutionary by nature. Miguna Miguna's mind is revolutionary. Miguna Miguna ideas are revolutionary. If you paid very close attention to the spaces yesterday, what Miguna Miguna did was to impart revolution into the minds of the Gen Zs. I want you guys to just pay very close attention to this part where Miguna Miguna was speaking and tell me if Miguna Miguna is not going to radicalize these youths.
Is ask for William Ruto to resign with this entire regime. So William Ruto must go together with everybody else. A singular demand. It cannot be confused, it cannot be diverted, it cannot be diluted. Let's leave all those laundry lists to NIS and people they have compromised who are not interested in total liberation. We did not come this far. Ruto did not kill all the people he killed in the CBD, in Githurai, and yesterday outside Nairobi there. He did not kill all these people so that we can close shop with the tail between our legs and run away. Ruto should feel our weight, the weight of Kenyans. So number two, after Ruto must go together with all his regime, you must boycott Western Hotel. It belongs to us anyway, but before we take it back, nobody should go to Western. I think the country should say Western should be closed. It should be closed to business. Amaco Insurance should not be operating. Let's start with Ruto's businesses. Let's boycott all of them before we move to anybody else. Because these are the companies he's using to siphon money from public coffers. And these are the places.
No, that's Miguna Miguna. And clearly from that speech, these guys are going to be worried. I'm saying this because the main reason why William Ruto ensured that Miguna Miguna was on his side was because William Ruto did not want this kind of a person to deal with him. In fact, I've always explained to you guys on many occasions where William Ruto worked or is still working with the church because he was able to manipulate the church because he didn't want the church to speak against his government, because previously the church used to be the voice of the voiceless. William Ruto also attempted and managed to win the support of some civil society. That's why when William Ruto got into office, we could see the civil society as dead. And of course, William Ruto also targeted vocal people who are going to give him problems. People like David Ndii. Assuming today David Ndii was not working with William Ruto, what kind of things do you think he would be posting? What of Miguna Miguna? Of course, Miguna Miguna has now left. So the thing is, Miguna Miguna is revolutionary by nature. And that is going to be a big plus for the Gen Zs. That's number one. Miguna Miguna can easily assume the face of the Gen Z's protest. The truth of the matter is that as we speak, there is no leader in Gen Zs. Not because they don't want, but they don't want to be associated with politicians. The other fact is that Miguna Miguna has now been embraced, which means the Gen Zs can agree that our leader is going to be Miguna Miguna. You see, the other day William Ruto said that, okay, I want to have a meeting with the youths. So he proposed two people to be recommended. I'm seeing on Twitter some people recommending Miguna Miguna to represent the youths, although he's not a youth. But why do I strongly believe that Miguna Miguna can assume the role of the face of the Gen Z's protest? Miguna Miguna previously assumed the face of NRM, the National Resistance Movement. Remember, Miguna Miguna also just joined that movement, just the way he's joining the Gen Zs. Miguna Miguna never voted for Raila in 2017. He was not part of that. When he joined NRM, the people like David Ndii had already begun what was called then citizen assemblies. When Miguna Miguna came, because of his revolutionary ideas, because of his revolutionary mind, he was able to win the support of most youths. And that's how Miguna Miguna ended up assuming the title of NRM, which means the Gen Zs can easily embrace Miguna Miguna as the face of Gen Z's protest. Why is that important? These youths are being targeted. The only way to shield them from target is for them to say, okay, Sisi, we are rallying behind Miguna Miguna. That will be a very big blow for William Ruto and Kenya Kwanza. It's going to shield them from attacks. It's going to shield the Gen Zs from being targeted. Number 3, the fact that Miguna Miguna worked very closely with William Ruto. His entry into the Gen Zs means that it's going to bring what I normally refer to as perceptual value to the group. You see, as we speak, this group is well organized. They organize themselves on Twitter. And because of William Ruto's mistakes, they've been holding successful events. Now, Miguna Miguna has been one of the people on William Ruto's side. He's now joining this group. I've also seen Mike Sonko attacking William Ruto as a conman. So which means Sonko is also leaving. So it means William Ruto is losing allies to the Gen Zs. Sonko is currently trying so hard to be identified with the Gen Zs, just like Miguna Miguna, which means clearly that they are adding perceptual value that William Ruto is losing, but for them, they have the support. Mike Sonko, support for the Gen Zs is very important. He provided ambulances. Of course, Mike Sonko can actually even face these guys when they are arrested. He can go to the court. What about Miguna Miguna? The fact that Miguna Miguna is with them alone gives them that confidence that they need. The confidence to go to the street. The other day, Alfred Keter joined them. You saw how they received Alfred Keter. I'm expecting or waiting to see Miguna Miguna on the streets also tomorrow and see how they are going to react. And number 4, Miguna Miguna is also bringing something which this group might be lacking. The courage. The way he spoke yesterday, because by yesterday, this group, because I've been studying them closely, they were kind of divided. There was people who are saying, okay, this guy, I'm withdraw the finance bill, so there's no need. Okay, there's no need for us to go to the street. We should go to the street. So Miguna Miguna is now bringing the courage for those who still want to go to the street. And that is very, very important, politically speaking. And lastly, why Ruto is worried is because of how the Miguna Miguna entry has blended so easily with the Gen Zs. William Ruto allies have always tried to join that Twitter space. What has always happened to them? Tell me. They've always been kicked out. They don't even want. I know some of them are listening through other accounts, but they don't even want to hear or to see William Ruto's allies here. But now they've embraced and they've blended with Miguna Miguna. That's a big problem for William Samoei Arap Ruto. I don't know what to think. That's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.